What we do here is go back.
Hey guys, welcome back to our podcast, Talk It Up with Cindy and Jerry. Hope you guys are doing good.
How's it going, everybody?
So, I'm in my workout attire. I just finished doing my workout and my walk, partially around the lake, not around the whole lake, but. So, today's topic, which, you know,
I think
we're going to touch on it because the Olympics just ended, and I feel some type of way toward a few things.
A few. So we're definitely talking about the whole breakdancing. You know, it could be, I think this is a week after the Olympics, but we were talking about it.
Listen, I was excited to see. I mean, it's not an Olympic thing.
Right.
Technically, it's not. But since I'm a Bronx girl.
And breakdancing was big in the Bronx.
Yes. You know, I thought it was cool. But their form of rating, I don't know if they had that correct.
First, the form of what breakdancing was.
That was totally.
And some people still consider.
Yes.
To now what I think is this. What you see on a lot of the TV shows. Mm-hmm. This whole dancing. It's kind of like a little breakdancing, but also
it's
this
more
whole
of a freestyle pop and lock.
Pop and lock, you know.
It's kind of a freestyle
almost like a music video of the dancers.
Yes. So it's kind of a mix of it with some breakdancing.
Right. So if you see like a concert,
mm-hmm.
they have all these
dance
dancers. Routines.
Yes.
They took the dance routines and also added some breakdancing, and now that's called by certain areas
breakdancing, but that's not breakdancing. Yeah. Sorry to bust our bubble.
She was upset right away.
I was so upset. I was like, "What the hell is this garbage?" I mean,
listen,
there was some talented people.
It wasn't garbage. It was just
okay. Let me reframe it. It's not what we grew up on.
Right. Yes.
Freestyle. I mean, breakdancing is Beat Street. It's breaking. You know, that's
those movies with those type of dance styles. Yes.
They tried. You know, I feel bad. Also, they're not bringing it back. I guess probably why that's not. That's why they're not bringing it back.
Right, I think it was both. I think it was. You know, I don't.
They got a lot of slack.
I think it was at the end a lot of slack. Yeah. I don't think it was that Australian breakdancer.
I feel bad for her too.
I mean, we saw some of it. It wasn't.
That's cyberbullying. All those memes and everything.
Right, the memes. Right.
I feel so bad for her. Listen, she's not good. She's the best she can be from where she came from.
Right.
And those memes were harsh. I mean, she's not that good, but she put her heart into it.
Well, here's the thing about it.
And she tried.
Right. I was surprised. Even the TV show, what was it, Jimmy Fallon? Yeah, and they took aim at. I mean, they take aim at everything. I guess you got to look at it that way. And maybe it was even on Saturday Night Live. I didn't.
I feel bad for her, but I get it.
It was over the top.
Good. Over the top. I think it was not good.
I think it was. Yeah, you brought it to light. Hey, what she did and what they consider breakdancing was way off, and she didn't score.
Yeah.
But then came the follow-up of just...
the meme attacks.
It just kept on, and I was just surprised.
Actually, it's still going.
I just was surprised.
She topped out the Hot 2 girl.
Really?
Yeah.
I know she spoke a little bit about it.
They said she knocked the Hot 2 girl out of the top. I feel bad.
Maybe she could get a job in Hollywood.
I hate cyberbullying.
No, we've talked about
the memes and stuff, and
I think it went over the top. I know some people spoke about it. Hopefully, maybe some spoke out like from our point of view is, it wasn't great, and we had a laugh or two. That's how you would say it. I think a laugh or two.
A laugh or two.
But when you continue to,
she put herself out there. Yeah, she put herself out there.
Yeah.
And
I mean, like right now we're doing it. Right now we're putting.
It takes a lot for a person to put themselves out there, than for the public to tear them apart. That is so.
Well, again,
that's part. I mean, you have to have thick skin, I guess, when you're gonna do things like that, like this. I told myself, you gotta have thick skin.
Yep.
Not everyone's gonna like us. You're gonna have haters. So I feel the same thing for them. For her. Right. And for a lot of the stuff that happened in the Olympics.
And here's the thing about it.
I'm going to say the Olympics got a lot of attention this year.
It did. There was a lot of...
unnecessary stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep my opinions to myself.
Right. But I think, when people talk about it, everybody agrees, cyberbullying is big and kids are affected, but not realizing the same people probably have that conversation
are probably doing the same thing
to adults.
Right now.
Again, it's that one or two laugh, and then... if you keep
taking it a little
on and
too
you make
far.
a video about it. But again, you know,
It's part of the social media.
yeah, I think not even that. I mean, comedians are going to talk about it. What are you going to say? Well, comedians can talk
I
about
know.
it, but nobody else.
Yeah.
I just think how far you take it is.
I know. I
right.
feel bad, but
But now it's not going to be for the 2028 Olympics.
No, I don't know if it was because of that or because of other technicalities, but
I think.
I think it's maybe the point
Here's the
system.
thing. Over here, I don't know how the reaction was the rest of the world. Didn't go online?
Over here, a lot of people tore it apart.
Yeah, a lot of people just tore it
They
apart.
shredded
Before
it.
Reagan, it was just like, what are we watching? This is not breakdancing.
Yes.
But that's because a lot of people in the U.S. are
Used to the
the
real
style, right? Now, if you
Yeah.
ask a younger generation, maybe
They don't
my
know.
son or somebody that's watching more of America's Got Talent, and go, yeah, that's what I see on TV.
Yeah, that's
Isn't that breakdancing? And
Like,
you're gonna be like, no, that's not originally. So maybe it's evolved,
I guess
and some
that's
people
a
don't
better
want
way
it to
put
evolve. Yeah,
It has evolved, but for us classic people, we don't want to accept that breakdancing
Gen X is
evolved
like, no
into something
way.
else. Yeah, exactly. I totally agree.
we're not doing this. We're not changing.
Then
what
I
we-
also did not agree with some of the opening
there was some that we were
ceremonies
like,
and closing ceremonies.
yeah, but not
I
only
was
that.
like,
There was some that I said, hey, this should have gotten the point. Even the commentators said, well, I guess we didn't see it. That's why we're commentators. And
yeah,
I was like,
listen, at one
she
point,
blew away the first
I
round.
changed the channel at one point because
Yeah,
I
she
was
was
like,
yeah, we
he
were
was
like-
laughing. He was, what's the matter? I was like, this is,
because there was rounds that like, clearly the other person won, and even the commentators noticed, and we were just like, yeah, that was
yeah.
that didn't. The other person did hardly nothing.
Now I'm gonna switch it up.
Go ahead.
So the opening ceremonies and closing ceremonies, like I said before.
Now I've watched a lot
I
with my
wasn't
son.
happy with some of
Yeah.
some of it was pretty interesting. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I've watched a lot with especially with my older son and stuff like that, and I have to say
It wasn't one of your favorites.
it wasn't one of my favorites. I understand they were trying to bring different parts of France and a little
It
bit of
wasn't.
history.
I know
but,
they were trying to bring history and art. It was more of an art.
but I've seen like
rendition.
London's Olympics intro was way better. The whole Industrial Revolution,
Yes.
the literature, from Peter Pan and stuff like that. There was definitely even China's.
I think France took it.
I don't know where France was taking it.
I think they took it more of an art of perspective, an artist's
And I'm not
perspective.
going to go into the whole table situation because you could look at it both ways. If you know history, maybe where that person was capturing it from.
Yeah.
And like other people argue, well, no, it's from Michelangelo. That all again, it was all interpretation of how the
Yes.
Last Supper was.
They took it. They took it as an art interpretation.
Well, they took it, from a Greek god and
Yes.
stuff like that. So I don't know. Again,
There was a
won't
lot
really-
of things
yeah.
that just was not.
now here's the other
the
thing.
closing
So
ceremonies, I wasn't happy
Tom
with.
Cruise coming down.
Yeah, I don't.
Why couldn't that
Why?
be an athlete for the 2028
Exactly.
Olympics?
I think it should have been an athlete.
Yeah, I
It's
heard the
a-
ratings were high, especially when Snoop Dogg was on it.
Yes, we watched a lot of it. We watched
Yeah.
some of it,
But
I
I
don't
couldn't
know,
understand why Snoop was walking with the torch at the beginning.
because they have him endorsing for the next Olympics, which are supposed to be in California.
LA, yeah.
Yeah, so he's endorsing, or
But then I told her, when London did the Olympics, they had a James Bond, Craig.
yes, you showed it to me. So
Daniel Craig do his
I get
scene.
it.
So I guess ours is now Tom Cruise for Mission Impossible. So they were like,
I get it.
hey,
I
go in
guess.
there and
Listen,
do your
I
rope
am a
scene.
Mission Impossible fan, so I get it. I
think
They
the
coulda done something
Olympics
different.
is what she looks at it, and I look at it is it's
about the athletes.
Yeah.
Yes, they work so hard,
right.
to do the Olympics. And
Yeah, it shouldn't be. It
I
shouldn't
think
need
it should be about
Hollywood.
them.
I think we shouldn't need Hollywood to hype
No,
an Olympic
You
sport.
exactly.
That's-
You
I
don't
think
need
that's what it
Hollywood
was.
to hype the Olympics.
Yeah,
You need the
you shouldn't. It
athletes.
shouldn't.
It's about the
Yeah.
athletes, not about the actors and the
Yeah.
performers.
Great, they go and visit, and sometimes
They take interest.
The media spot. It's not them asking me spotlight. They'll be like, "Oh, there
the
goes
media.
such and such person sitting in the
Yeah,
crowd."
I know.
Again, it's always the media.
Yes, I agree.
And the person
But-
didn't say, "Hey, by the way, I'm going to be sitting in row D."
No, I
seat
get it. I get it. But
or
for the ceremony,
make sure you got the camera on me.
I think it should be retired athletes.
Oh, I like that one. That's
That's what I think. They
ones
work
that
hard.
have-
They have had gold medals or silver
You know what?
medals.
That
That's
is,
what they should be doing. They should be honoring those athletes that came
past
before.
and present. I like
exactly.
that.
That's what they should have been doing.
Yeah,
they should have had the past athletes that had been
well, no. In the intro, you're always going to have the whole. Well, maybe carrying the torch.
That's what they used to do.
I
They used to have past Olympians,
right?
well, not Olympians.
Certain athletes.
Yes, they would have them carrying the torches. Yeah. So I'm surprised they diverted from that because that's how they used to do it before.
Well, no, they had some athletes at the end, the final.
But I think it should be all athletes carrying the torch.
Well, I think the ending. Yeah, I don't know.
It's my opinion. My opinion doesn't really matter, but
opinions matter, babe.
I guess
opinions matter. It's a voice out there.
I think it should be all about the athletes.
Yeah,
I hear not diverting.
Well, we'll see what 2028 brings, but so far it looks like it's bringing Hollywood into it because that's how the closing ceremony was with the whole Hollywood sign.
Money makers.
It's a big money making sport. It's an event, and the thing they said is I think from what I heard is they're not made of gold anymore, and they really don't get paid. The hope is endorsements when you come out of the Olympics. But with all the money that's being made for the event, it's not like the athletes are getting paid.
No.
But, I mean, in retrospect,
they have to advertise it to get all the
they're there for the event and to be the best. But, yeah.
Yeah, so. I don't know. It was interesting this year because we watch the Olympics all the time.
Yeah, we do. We do enjoy it.
So this year we you and I, we even shredded it apart. We took it apart this year also. Yeah. This is why I looked at it. I saw soccer. So I saw Copa. I saw Euro, went right into the Olympics, which was, like you said, was crazy. And now you got football season.
So I was just riding a wave of sports here and stuff.
You're getting ready for your football season.
Yeah, but we did shred the Olympics and
it was a memorable one. I think it's going to be talked about for.
Yeah. Well, again, there's going to be a lot of thought process. So if LA probably of how their intro was going to be, are they sticking with it now? Are they making some changes? Due to maybe how France did theirs.
Very interesting. We gotta have to wait and see.
Yeah.
We should wait and see how they do it.
I think we're done. Short.
Yeah, we weren't planning on doing this.
Yeah.
And I told myself, well, it was
the
feel
topic.
bad.
It's still the topic out there.
Yeah, I said everywhere I turn on my social media, that poor girl's being shredded. I said I think we should talk about it.
Well, because you know what it is? I think the conversation really comes is people that have the conversations of cyberbullying, but then you see them doing it. Well, you will know that type of person when you ask that question. Almost everybody would say, "Well, yeah."
And we didn't even touch the other situations with the Olympics, with the boxing and the chick. No, which I don't even want to touch that. No. That's
I think we spoke a little bit about it.
That's just something else.
Yeah, it's like everything else. It's just,
that was also another form of bullying.
Yeah,
it's just listen.
Whatever. It is what it is.
The internet is
a safe and dangerous place.
You took the words right out of my mouth. It's a safe, but it's also a dangerous place. Well, it's safe because it gives you pre-warning of things.
Sure. And you see a bigger picture.
And you see more.
You just don't, you just don't see your backyard news. You see more. But then, of course, when you see more, you go, wow, everything looks crazy.
Exactly.
But, it depends on how you look at it as a whole.
Yeah.
The
world's a very different place from when we were kids.
It depends. Growing up in the 80s, we just didn't hear about things. They said there was close calls with
I know we're diverting, but it's just the way you see with the way things happen with the Olympics this year and the way the world turns and everything.
But again,
it's just very weird with the internet and everything
and
with the sports.
Always turned that way. Mm-hmm. You just didn't know what was going on in everybody's backyard. See it more. Now you see it more. Because CNN News, 12 o'clock news, you got people on websites talking about it, influencers. So you're getting media news all around the world, just left and right. But yeah, we side-turned it here. So
yeah, I know. I just feel. Listen, I hate bullying. I'm that person.
No, I hear you. I say
the internet.
But
the Olympics got shredded this year.
Again, there is.
So I just had to say it.
That you can look at it as well as a laugher too, and it's gonna come up as a comedian thing, and they're gonna write it. So anyway, take us out of here.
All right, guys. So, subscribe. Hold on. Sorry. Like, subscribe, share, follow below. Comment below, and give us your input. You know.
And we'll see you on the next episode podcast.
Yep, what he said.
Take care, everybody.
Guys. Bye.